Hello, my name is Alex Donley. I'm an ESL teacher currently living in Taiwan, and I wanted to show you how to use a tool I created to help my students practice speaking. It's called Speak Up, and right now it's free and open source, so anyone can use it. And I want to show other people how to use it in their classroom. So the first thing, when you go to this website, that you'll want to do is you want to look in the corner here at these three. To use this website, you're going to need to use Chrome or something based on Chromium. So you can use either Google Chrome or Edge. You need to connect a microphone. And then once all of those are in place, you'll see this little smiley face start talking when it hears you speaking. So as long as all of these three are green, you can use this website. Okay, so now that we've gotten that done, you can see here in the middle it says, "Hello, how are you?" And then there's this big green button in the corner that says go. So we're going to press the go button to see what happens. Okay, now you can see on the left side is our target language. And on the right side is what I'm saying. Wow. So what I should do now is I should say the target language. Hello, how are you? Wow. So when you say it, it completes it, and you can see on the left side, this arrow goes up, and that's why it's called Speak Up, because the arrow will go up when you speak. So you can also see, if I say, hello, who are you? It will check off this hello, but it won't check off the rest, because I haven't said that part correctly yet. Hello, how are he? All right, now you can see I have how are, but I didn't say this last word. The last word is you. And because I said you in this last part, it completed it. So this is how you use this section. Now in this section, you can type whatever you want to practice saying it. So let's say I want to say, my name is Alex. I am 100 years old. My favorite color is blue. Let's try saying that, see how it goes. My name is Alex. I am 100 years old. My favorite color is blue. Alright, so you can see, something important to know about this text box is each line break is a different section. So if I get rid of all the line breaks, it will put all of these words together in the same section, which is a little bit long. So you want to be careful where you put your line breaks. My name is Alex. I'm 100 years old. My favorite color is blue. Oops, I am 100 years old. My favorite color is blue. Right. So it's a little less useful if you have it in one long line. It's better to break it into smaller parts. Okay, so now we've gotten used to this section where you can type your own input. Every time you complete one of these, you'll see at the top, you get a new little smiley face. This indicates the number of times that we've finished speaking here. For things that you type, it will always only be just a smiley face. And every correct word we say also goes toward this. This number next to the smiley faces is your score. So I've said 38 words correctly. Okay, another option for what we can do is we can go to this red button down here called preset. Preset will switch it to templates, things that are already in a database of lines you can say. So because I work in Taiwan, I've entered a lot of curricula and stories from the official curriculum here in Taiwan for English instruction called Wonder World. So if you work in Taiwan, this might be useful for you. You can go to something like Wonder World Story 1, and you can click this icon, like this emoji will be section number 1. So this birthday cake means happy birthday, Boca. So let me give a demonstration of how this will work. Happy birthday, Boca. Thank you. You're welcome. How old are you, Boca? I'm 1. 1. How old are you? I'm 8 years old. I'm 9. This is for you. So I've completed the first section of the One World story. And you can see down here, there's this birthday cake emoji. When I complete it, that birthday cake emoji goes up here to the top as one of my rewards. And it indicates I finished speaking that section. So if I want to do a different section, a good place to start could be ABCs for some grades. If you just want them to sing the ABC song, you can do vocabulary. You can do certain books like Brown Bear, What Do You See? I don't have a lot in this section just yet, but as people will continue to use this website, I'm going to add more. So let's look at instructions because those will be helpful for understanding these buttons here at the bottom. So the instructions will tell us type something in the box and press go to practice speaking. When you say words correctly, the arrow moves up. Press the play button to hear a speech sample. This is also important. If you want to hear the target language, you can press this button here, this play button.
Press menu buttons to shuffle, loop, or start a timer.
All right, let's hear that one more time.
Press menu buttons to shuffle, loop, or start a timer.
All right, you can also click the words individually.
Buttons.
And it will give you that word. So right now I'm clicking the word buttons.
Buttons. Buttons.
I can click as many as I want.
Shuffle. Loop. Start. Timer.
Yes. So let's say one of these words is too hard. Let's say I can't say the first word in this section. So to skip this word and perhaps come back to it, I can press this arrow to the left. If I press this arrow to the left, the word will be added to a skip button. Oops, I said it. So I guess I can skip the next word. Let's say the next word is too hard too. So I've skipped 2 words, they go to the skip button. Let's say shuffle, loop, or start a timer. This site requires Chrome and I think that might be too hard. Let's come back to it later. To work. A thing to work. All right, so here, this is our skip list. These are the words that we skipped. At the end, you have to say the words that you skipped to complete your challenge, or else it's not done yet. So you can say menu, buttons,
microphone,
microphone, microphone. Sometimes you have to say things more than one time to get it exactly right. Any speech to text is not perfect. So even for native speakers, sometimes you have to say it over and over again. All in all, it's still really good for practice for your students. So that teaches you how to use the free form where you can type your own input and the preset. Now I'll show you how to use these buttons at the bottom. So you can see at the bottom there are 3 buttons. This first one is for shuffle, this is for loop, and this is for a timer. So the timer is automatically set to count up so that when your students complete something, you can see how long it took them to say it. If it takes a very long time, maybe you can set a time goal for them to say this within 2 minutes, say this within 1 minute, 30 seconds. If you want, you can also have the timer count down from 10 seconds, or you could disable the timer altogether. If it counts down from 10 seconds, it will loop through every 10 seconds, going bing, down to 0, back to 10, and keep going around and around. So let's try the other 2 buttons. So I want to use this vocabulary list, which is about daily routines. I'm going to select this, which is the little sleeping guy, and I'm going to press, at first I'm just going to look and see what it says normally. Let's look at that. Get up. Have breakfast. Leave for school. Have lunch. Go home. Take a nap. Have dinner. Go to sleep. Okay, very good. So you can see those are already in chronological order for daily routines. Something I can do is I can shuffle the order so that the next time I do this, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go home. Leave for school. Have breakfast. Have dinner. Take a nap. Get up. Have lunch. All right. And then something else I can do. You can see from that it shuffled the words that were input so that you can do it in a new order. Something else I can do is I can have it loop so that once it gets to the end of one time, I go back to the beginning and go again. So let's see what that looks like. Leave for school. Have dinner. Take a nap. Have breakfast. Get up. Have lunch. Go home. Go to sleep. So you can see now that it's been to the top one time, it goes back down to the bottom. And each time it generates a new shuffled list. So it's the same words, but in a new order. Now, a use case for this, also you can press the home button to go back to this screen if you need to stop speaking, if you want to get out of the loop. A use case for this is you can line your students up into two teams and have each team try to say as many words as they can in a given amount of time, maybe 10 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, something like that, and then the microphone switches to the next team. So that's the use case for looping and shuffling for a lot of these classes. I find that this website is very useful for two major things. The first is reading and repeating to the students. If they see the words up on the board and they can hear through the play button what the speech is supposed to sound like, they're eager to repeat it, and they really like watching the words light up and the arrow go up as they make progress. The other way that I find it's useful is if every one of your students is able to have their own computer. Unfortunately, right now, it can't be an iPad because this doesn't work on iOS. If they have a small computer or a tablet like a Surface, they can use Chrome or Edge to go to this website and practice on their own. The way I run it in my classroom is I give them a target sticker to get. So lately, we've been doing this skit called Apple. I give them a target sticker, so I say, today, try to get the apple. And if they're able to recite this correctly, at the top, they'll get the apple, and then they can show me the apple, and I'll give them a mark saying that they've completed today's assignments. Or I'll say, try to get as many as you can between apple and the donuts. So go apple, pineapple, frowny face, donuts. And as many as they can get in the time that we have, I'll give them a mark for every one they complete. So I find this is really useful for getting students to be less timid about practicing speech. They really enjoy letting the arrow go up. They really enjoy when they get all the input correct and it lights up like a rainbow. So I hope this is also useful to you in your own classrooms. If you want to use it yourself, feel free to check it out at, now where is it? Here, okay, at this link, alexdonnelly.github.io/speakup. You can use this QR code. And if you're into coding, it's completely open source, so you can fiddle with it however you'd like. Feel free to fork it or do whatever you'd like with it. So thanks so much. Bye.